Here in Miami, just a little ways from the beaches of Florida's Gold Coast, this football contest takes place. And the field is damp with all the rain we've had and more in the forecast for tonight's game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Hurricanes of Miami. And here come the Hurricanes. Welcome, everybody. Brad Nessler here for EA Sports with my co-hosts Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. Neither team seems to have an advantage in this game. Kirk, how about your prediction?
You know, I think in a game like this, you need to look at the big playmakers. Miami has been a little suspect at times this year against the run, and the challenge for them will be to slow down this running attack and this running back. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think they have the personnel to do it.
Not so fast, my friend. Wake up. Miami has what I consider to be one of the better rushing attacks in the nation. Their game plan is to run right at this defensive front, and I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put a hurting on these guys.
Well, thanks, guys, and it looks like we're ready for the coin toss. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 7, back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. They'll go to work at the 19. They line up in an I. Little handoff. He's gobbled up in the backfield. The defense made sure he went nowhere on that run.
Well, guys, when you have so many people bunched into one place, it makes it really difficult to find an opening to run to.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on their own 18. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. Sanders, the play fake, and he can't get away from the pressure. They were bringing a heavy rush on that one.
Brad, that's what happens if the quarterback holds the ball too long, waiting for his receivers to get open.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 11. The Buckeyes line up with two tight ends. Sanders drops back to pass. Got it to his receiver. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
First and 10. Ball on their own 35. Here's the option. Fakes a pitch. Late pitch. And down he goes. What a play.
Just a simple option play here. The quarterback gives it up and they get good yardage. Great play.
Boy, I tell you, this is impressive to see this offense when they're clicking.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. Here's a little draw play. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Nice play by the big D lineman. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes come out with split backs. Sanders goes with the play fake. Incomplete. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Miami put 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. Found his man, and they tackle him. That'll get some good yardage for the receiver.
This kid is one heck of a wideout. He's the guy you got to get the ball to as much as you can because he can do things that make you say, whoa.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. They go with a toss. And he's stopped behind the line.
This is what you call a run blitz. The key is quickly penetrate and disrupt the running back, not allowing him to follow his blockers. Here the defense does a good job and comes up with a nice stop.
2nd and 13. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. They hand it off. And he's taken down at the 15-yard line. That's a nice 6-yard gain. They've been 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. Number 13 is the single setback. Back to pass. He steps up, throws, picked off in the end zone. He's made better throws than that, and they lose a possible chance at some points.
Yeah, but don't forget, this guy is still a young quarterback. He's still learning the position. I'm sure he'll learn from this mistake. Now know what to do the next time he's out there in a similar situation.
Yeah, for all those people watching at home, remember, Kirk was a quarterback in college. So if you're wondering why he's so easy on the kid...
When you take it easy, Coach, you were brutal.
They'll take over at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Starks alone in the backfield. A little misdirection. And down he goes at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a big, big 1st down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, the defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Miami sets up in the eye. They keep it on the ground with a tailback, and they got him for a loss.
That time they came with the blitz and caused enough confusion up front, they were able to get to him.
2nd and 11. Ball on the 42. 3 wideouts here. And the snap goes to the back. Shakes off a tackle. And he's taken down about 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 on the play.
It's 3rd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 50. They line up in an eye. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. Got it. He's knocked out of bounds. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
Yeah, this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
1st and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Miami lines up in a shotgun set. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
It's 2nd down and 12 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. Miami sets up in the eye. And down he goes. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. The Buckeyes bring in the nickel package. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Finds his receiver. He's all the way home. Touchdown. They hooked up for the big play.
The coaches do a good job of getting this receiver the ball. They designed plays specifically for him, like the one we just saw.
And the end results are huge chunks of yardage and touchdowns.
And he hits the PAT. With just over a minute to go in the first quarter, the score is Miami 7, Ohio State nothing. Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. I'm sure the coach has talked to his team about not turning the ball over again in this possession. They'll set up shop at the 18-yard line. Sanders with 3 wide receivers. Inside give, and he's taken down. The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second and 10. Ball on their own 18. Ohio State lines up in a pro set. Sanders tosses to the left side. And down he goes. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
He got caught with his hands around the face mask.
Yeah, but the referees felt it was an accident, so they only charged him with a 5-yard penalty.
It's third down and 2 to go. Ball on the 26. Third and short, and they hand it off. And he's taken down at the 34. That was a nice run.
Boy, he did a nice job of keeping his feet moving. Good, solid run.
First and 10. Ball on the 34. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And down he goes. That's a good 9-yard gain.
9-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. Miami 7, Ohio State nothing. Second and 1, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. They line up in a double tight set. Spin move. And he's taken down. Nice pickup on that run.
Here's a perfect example of running the toss play. Good pitch, good catch, and blocking was good enough up front to spring this tailback to a monster gain.
It's first and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Number 13, the lone back. They hand it off again, and down he goes. They'll get 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up here. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. They go with the run. He spins, and he's taken down. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, that was great blocking, Brad, up front by the offensive line to open up that hole.
Here's another look at that fantastic run. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. Sanders comes to the line with 3 wide. And down he goes. The halfback picks up a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 9 coming up here. This is the 9th play of this drive. Again with a carry, and he's taken down at the 32-yard line. Nothing gained on the play. It's 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 32. 3 wide outs here. Back to pass. Lost the ball. Fumble. Recovered by the offense. They should be thankful to get it back.
Exactly, and the coach can breathe easy now that his own player recovered the fumble.
They'll line up for the kick, and this is going to be extremely long. It's a fake. He steps up. Here he goes. First and 10, and this is the 12th play of the drive. Ohio State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Complete. And down he goes at the 14. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in a 2 tight end set. They're going to pitch it. And he's stopped behind the line. So the toss play to the tailback goes nowhere. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. Miami brings in the nickel here. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Across the middle. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 8. They threw to the tailback that time for a nice little pickup. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. The counter. And down he goes. They get 3 yards on the play.
3-yard gain on the play.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Sanders set to go to the air. Complete. Touchdown, Ohio State. Good call getting the ball in the halfback's hand.
Yeah, the defense can't overlook the running back going out for a pass, or he'll make them pay. Pay about 6 points worth.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Ohio State 7, Miami 7. Number 85 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 34 and number 3 back deep to return. Number 34 fields it at the 1. He spins around. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. They'll start this drive at the 19-yard line. Starks lines up in the deep back, I formation. And he's going to lose yards on this one. The Hurricanes are going to take a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Second and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. The Buckeyes line up in a nickel back. Back to pass. He steps up. Deep pass down the right side. Got it. Down the sideline. He's all the way down to the 34-yard line. It's first and 10. Ball on the 34. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Steps up, throws this one out to the right. Got it, and he's taken down. Miami takes a timeout. Miami lines up in a shotgun set. They option left. He fakes a pitch, fumbles the ball. Recovered by the defense. Not much luck running the option there, Coach.
No, running the option takes tons of practice, and it looks like these guys need to practice a little harder.
They'll go to work at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes line up with 3 wide. Straight ahead with the fullback. And he's taken down. Ohio State calls a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Ohio State lines up in a double tight set. Sanders drops to throw. Steps up in the pocket. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Third and 8. Ball on their own 18. Miami brings in their nickel package. And down he goes at the 26-yard line. And he just made it past the first down line.
Boy, big play there, Brad, on third down. Good job of running the football there.
Kirk, of course it always helps, doesn't it, if you got some good blocking up front?
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 26. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. They'll drop him for a loss.
Great job of reacting to the option. Everyone pursued to the ball very well on that play. Good team speed.
Second and 11. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. Sanders back to throw. He's in trouble. And he's going to come up with a sack. They put the pressure on, and it paid off.
Well, his protection just simply broke down, and if that continues, this quarterback's going to have a long day.
That'll do it for the first half here. We're tied as the players head to the locker room. Ohio State got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 34 fields it in the end zone. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Starks alone in the backfield. On the ground with the tailback. Breaks one. And he's taken down. And he pulls off a great run.
Let me tell you something. This kid is a good running back, and I haven't seen moves like that since my high school prom, sweetheart.
Easy, Coach. You don't want to scare off any of our viewers.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Number 7 with 3 wide receivers. They go with a toss. Spinning. And down he goes at the 44. Just a yard there.
Gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 44. Miami sets up in the eye. He drops back. He's under some heat. He steps up, and they get the sack. How did they get to him there, guys?
I'll tell you how they got to him, Brad. They brought the blitz that time. They confused the blocking scheme up front, and they didn't know who to block. This freed up a lineman for the sack.
Yeah, sometimes it's as simple as it sounds. That's a good defensive call right there.
It's third down and 14 to go. Ball on their own 39. Ohio State brings in the nickel here. Drops back to pass. Here they come. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Fourth and 14. Ball on the 39-yard line.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team.
Number 7, back deep to return.
Number 7 takes it at the 20. Just couldn't break free on that one.
Now, Brad, he didn't have a lot of open field to run, but he did a nice job of making something out of nothing.
They'll set up shop at the 28. Sanders on first down. Steps up. Finds his receiver. And he's taken down. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. They hand it off. He's hit and got away. And down he goes at the 45-yard line. And the tailback picks up good yardage there.
This is very important. Listen up. If this defense cannot stop the running game, they're in big trouble. Maybe not here, but somewhere down the road.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45. They line up in an I. Sanders drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. In and out of his hand. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. Sanders comes to the line with 3 wide. Sanders drops back. Pressure coming. And they got it. What do we have, Lee?
We have sack number 4 today. This defense came to play, and I love it.
Third down and a couple miles here. This is the 5th play of this drive. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Back to pass. He steps up, wants it all, going deep. And it's incomplete. Man, he had to get rid of that ball in a hurry.
You know, it seems like he's allowing the defense right now to control him by throwing bad passes under pressure. What he needs to do is make some plays and start controlling the defense instead.
And they're ready to punt this one away.
Back to punt. Number 4, back to return.
He gets it off. Number 4 takes it at the 14.
What I like about this is the guys stayed in their lanes and didn't allow the big play.
They'll take over at the 15. The Canes set up in the gun. Here's the option. He's got a lot of green. He pitches it way downfield. At the 40, across midfield, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. He's been taking it to the opposition all game long.
This halfback has run over, around, and through this defense. This kid's a good-looking football player.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, the score is Miami 14, Ohio State 7. Number 33 ready to kick. Number 7 and number 28 back to return. Not a real deep kick, should be returned. Number 7 takes it from the 6. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll go to work at the 24-yard line. Ohio State sets up in the I. the middle with a fullback. And he's taken down. He rumbles ahead and picks up about 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go.
29-yard.
Ball on their own 29. Sanders back to pass. Steps up. He's going left. Caught. And down he goes at the 40. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. Shoves him away. Still on his feet. And he's taken down. They get a yard on the play.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 41. The Buckeyes come out in a 2 tight end set. They go with the run. He tries to spin, and down he goes. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 43. Sanders lines up in the shotgun. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. And he's taken down. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Buckeyes line up in a split back set. Here's a pitch left side. Gets past the tackler. He has some room. And he's taken down. And that run will give him 100 for the game.
The old head coach has to be happy with the running game today.
I got to see that one again. First and 10. Ball on the 26. Sanders comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he can't make the catch.
Intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. High formation here. Back to pass. Throws it out there, and it's caught. And down he goes at the 25. They get only a yard from the pass play.
On the play.
The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one, Miami 14, Ohio State 7. So another third down upcoming for the offense. They come out in a nickel. Sanders steps back to pass. He steps up, guns it across the middle, and he dropped it. They're going to try a long field goal here.
Number 85 is lined up for the field goal.
He gets it up. And it sails through the uprights. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is a solid kicker.
Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Number 34 back deep to return.
He boots it deep downfield. Number 34 fields it in the end zone. He jukes it. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time. They'll start this drive at the 22. The Hurricanes line up in an I formation. Counter play. And he's taken down. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 24. The Canes go with the I formation. Nice play fake. Comes up with a jump ball. To the 20. To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. They hooked up for the long touchdown there, guys.
What a great call. The quarterback knew he had the matchup that he wanted, and he took advantage of it.
And how about that receiver? He made a great catch.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Miami 21, Ohio State 10. Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 7 and number 28 back ready to return. Number 28 fields it at the 2. He didn't get much at all on that return.
Nope. When you see a team stuff a return like that, it usually gives their defense a little momentum to start the drive. We'll see if that happens here.
They'll get the ball here at the 16-yard line. Number 13 lines up as a single back. Drops back to pass. He's going to go for the home run. Down the sideline. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. They had some trouble defending that one, Coach.
Hey, this is just a great play by the offense, Brad. Watch that delivery. It doesn't get much better than that.
Going for 2 is the right call here. Sanders back to throw. He's got it for 2. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Miami 21, Ohio State 18. What do you think of this pass, Coach?
When you look at the replay here, the impressive thing about this pass is how quickly he gets the ball from point A to point B. That makes it tough on the old defense to react.
Number 85 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 34 and number 3 set to return. Number 34 fields it at the 2. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Buckeyes bring in the nickel package. Back to pass, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. He grabbed a hold of the quarterback and would not let go.
Well, he's able to slip right through a crack in the line and get a big sack.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 13. The Buckeyes line up in a nickel back. He drops back. He's looking down the middle, and it falls incomplete. Looks like they had a guy wide open there, fellas.
Yo, how'd they get that guy so wide open? Boy, they were lucky he didn't get it to him.
Third and long. Ball on the 13. Number 7 is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Complete. And down he goes at the 21-yard line.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Number 7 back deep to return.
Number 7 back to return.
Number 39 gets it off. Number 7 fields it at the 37. Spins upfield. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown. First and 10. Ball right around midfield.
First and 10.
The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. And he's taken down. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. Again with a carry. And down he goes at the 45-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. We've got 3rd and 3 here. Ball on the 45-yard line. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Setting up the play action. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Receiver on the play.
They don't have the luxury of kicking the ball here. And they're going to try to get it through the air. Across the middle. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. They turn the ball over after going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, but they still made the right call. At this stage in the game, they'll try anything to get back in it.
They'll go to work at the 45-yard line. The Hurricanes line up with 3 wide. With the spin, and he's taken down. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball right around midfield. Defense lines up with 8 men in the box. Again, he'll get the call. And down he goes. Didn't get anything.
No gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on their own 49. Starks lines up in the deep back. I formation. Back to Pat. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 40. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Hurricanes line up in a goal line formation. They'll give it off here. And down he goes. And they continue to pound it out on the ground.
Tick, tick, tick. Continue to milk that clock.
Ohio State takes a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 37. The Canes go with the I formation. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. The Buckeyes call for a timeout, and now they've only got 1 remaining. It's 1st and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Starks is the deep back as they line up in the I. Starks gets the call again. And down he goes at the 24.
On the carry.
Short little game there, just trying to keep that clock running.
Keep that clock running and keep that other offense off the field.
Second and 8 coming up here. This is the 7th play of this drive. They line up in an I. They hand it off. And he's taken down. A 7-yard run by the running back.
7-yard gain on the play.
Ohio State calls a timeout, and that was their last timeout. Congratulations to our players of the game, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. He drops back. Throws this one out to the left. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Number 33 is lined up for the kick. The kick is up. And it sails through the upright. Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 7 and number 28 deep to return. Kicks it off. Number 28 fields it at the 3. Nowhere to go on that return, Kirk.
Well, Brad, two things here. You need to do a better job of blocking up front, but also you need to get the ball and just attack. Don't dance around and let the coverage swarm all over you.
A minute to go in the ball game.
At the 17-yard line. First and 10.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Sanders drops to throw. And they're going to get somebody for interference on that play. Let's see who the call is on.
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul. First
That'll
down.
move them forward.
And they're...
First and 10. Ball on their own 27. Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 27. Number 13 lines up as a single back. Sanders drops back to pass. He steps up, wants the middle. Got him. What an arm.
Well, here the quarterback throws it to a spot. You can tell that the quarterback and receiver have worked over and over on this. He may not impress you with style points, but that time he shows off a big arm and delivers a bullet right there.
Sanders set to go to the air. Here's the long ball, left side. And he's got it, going the other way now. And that was their second interception of the game. They'll start this drive at the 15. Miami is about ready to celebrate a big victory here. There's the kneel down by the quarterback. Second down and 12. Ball on their own 13. Miami comes out with an I formation. They hand it off. Spin move. And down he goes. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
This one's in the books, folks. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
Well, this one really could have gone either way. Ohio State had plenty of chances to win this football game, but it wasn't meant to be today. All you can do now is try to bounce back after a close loss like this.
Folks, thanks for tuning into our game. Our final score, Miami 24, Ohio State 18. For Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler with our final goodbye. We'll catch you next time.